Zack Snyder's Justice League is finally out, and some are proclaiming it's a masterpiece. Now, how do I feel about it? Stay tuned and find out. Yes, sir. It's finally here. The 4 year long battle fight for some has finally concluded, and it comes bearing fruits and rewards in form of Zack Snyder's Justice League. I know some people are calling it a masterpiece. I'm not ready to do that. I won't do that. It's like listening to an album for the first time when you're calling it a classic. But with that being said, I have to say, this film is absolutely magnificent. But before I continue, I'd like to give you a rundown on how I do my reviews. First off, I start off with the good, and then I'll get into the bad, and then I'll highlight the standout performances. And towards the end, we'll get to the fun part, and that's when my score and grades come out. And now, let's get into some of the good in this film. And boy, do I have a lot to say about that. First and foremost, this is Zack's most concise, coherent, streamlined film he's ever done for DC. And it's all for the best. Like, the story wasn't muddled with all these side plots that could make it drag and feel convoluted. It was straight to the point with it. Yes, it's a 4-hour film, but I did not feel it at all, because with every instant it felt like they were chugging towards the end point. A lot of these scenes got to breathe. They were able to expound on them. Even some of the scenes that were in the 2017 version feel a lot different here. And such a masterclass in directing from Zack. He's known as a visionary director, but he did not have to flex the way he did in this film. A lot of these shots were absolutely gorgeous. Man of Steel doesn't look like BVS, and now BVS doesn't look like Justice League. I feel like he switches his style just a little bit each time, and this one he definitely put his stamp, his staple on it. If I'm talking about things I like, I can't go any further without talking about the dialogue written by Chris Terrio and Zack Snyder in this film. And one of the biggest moments of great dialogue involves Wonder Woman, and it's actually from the 2017 version, so you've seen this already, when she's saving the hostages from this bank robbery, bank heist, whatever you want to call it. And after she saves everybody, there's this child, that she saves, a group of them, and one in particular goes up to Wonder Woman and says, "Can I be like you someday?" And she replies, "You can be anything you want to be." Like, it may seem like something small to you, but just that little line gives this film so much heart. And to me, that's what 2017 was missing. And this is where the film excels to me. It wasn't just about the action. Now, before I leave the good, the character motivations in here finally made sense. For example, Bruce Wayne, Batman. You fully understand why he's doing what he's doing, why he's getting the team together. And I think they did such a poor job in the other version of explaining, like, why is he trying to get all these metahumans together. You understand him, you see his agony, you see his regret for what he did, or what caused to happen with Superman. It all made sense seeing it on screen now. And also, speaking about motivations making sense, Steppenwolf, he had no motivation before, just all you kept hearing, for Darkseid. But here you understand he's trying to right a wrong that he did. They didn't really tell you exactly what he did, but they told you enough to understand where he's coming from. This is a review to a film that kind of came out in 2017. So a lot of the negatives, or some of the negatives, are already out there already. So I'm going to focus on some, characters that could have been handled a little differently, in my opinion. This is going to be more of a nitpick than a legitimate, bad or negative. But Batman is my favorite hero, and I love the version Zack and Ben Affleck did for BVS. So I was expecting more of the same, and we kind of got that as far as the demeanor somewhat and characteristics. It aligned a little more with BVS than the previous version did. But I didn't feel any of the epicness from Batman that I got from BVS. Like, there was no epic action scenes that really wowed me from Batman's standpoint. And also, like, when it comes to fighting these big bads, Doomdays in BVS, and here with Steppenwolf, Batman seems to be, he takes a back seat, and he's damn near non-existent in any of it. And to me, Batman is, as badass as it gets, and I didn't really get that from the action standpoint of things. But Bruce Wayne, he did his thing. He knocked it out of the park as Bruce Wayne, amazing Bruce Wayne. But as far as Batman this go around, I think they took it down a notch. Big improvement from the 2017 version, trust me. But I was expecting a little more from him. Now, this is one of the parts I've been waiting for in this video. Standout performances. Ezra Miller. Wow, that was unexpected. I was not expecting him to be my favorite character, because in the theatrical cut of Justice League, I had some issue with his character. For example, I wasn't a fan of the timid, scared version, unsure of himself, Flash. It didn't make sense to me, and I felt they pulled a lot of the characteristics of Barry Allen from Wally West. Now, this version, he's sure of himself, to say the least. And the way they portray his powers, oh my god. Honestly, some of the best scenes and jaw-dropping moments came from Flash. From when you first meet him, his characteristic, his charm, his demeanor wins you over. And unlike the 2017 version, it's not, oh, I've never been in war, I don't know how to do this. He's sure of himself, but yet he's definitely a rookie. He makes mistakes. But I don't know what it is with these father and son dynamics. The one that he has with his father, he has an earlier speech that actually plants seeds for something later on. Magnificent. Now we are finally at the fun part. This is where I give a score and grade for Zack Snyder's Justice League. Ladies and gentlemen, Zack Snyder's Justice League earns, drumroll please, a 9.5 score and an A grade. Well deserved in my opinion. This film did the impossible. Somehow it exceeded 4 years of hype and expectations. It was grand and epic in scale. This is the type of movie the Justice League deserves. Avengers had their movie. Justice League needed theirs. I hope you really enjoyed this review. I had a blast watching the film and reviewing it. But like I do every video, I simply ask, just subscribe, like, share, comment. Don't forget to turn on that little bell notification to let you know whenever I drop a video.